I don't know what's up with me, guys, but I've literally been on no sleep or very little amounts of sleep. I feel like that's how it feels like to me. These past days and whatnot. Seems like something could be incoming. Maybe perhaps something more bullish than bearish, right? Why? The whole world, guys, has turned into a bear, or let's just say 95%. Jim Cramer on CNBC yesterday stated, "I can't think of a dumber day to buy stocks than today." Wow. Right? And so this was yesterday, guys. And now, hopefully, what does that mean? He's a contraindicator. Elon Musk said 10 years ago or something that, like 15 years ago, he said, whatever Jim Cramer says, the opposite happens, right? So if it was the dumbest day to buy stocks yesterday, the opposite of that means it was the best day, right, to buy stocks. Remember, the stock market is like the big brother of cryptocurrencies, right? So if the stock market rises, cryptos will do the same exact thing, right? Because it's liquidity bonded to each other, guys. And the Tether print wasn't lying. That's hilarious. Tether just bought 8,888 Bitcoin worth $735 million for its reserve. It now holds $8.34 billion in Bitcoin. Definitely a lot higher, but whales are loading up, guys. Look at that, right? They just bought how much Bitcoin? 9,000 Bitcoin, right? Or all eights. 8,000 Bitcoin, guys. I told you, right? When they print, it doesn't lie. 250, and then we got the second biggest stablecoin in the market. Is this another indicator that liquidity is flooding in, not just from fake money like how Tether prints, but legitimately from retail or these whales that are in the know. 250 million USDC minted at USDC Treasury today, right? Just like 30-40 minutes ago, guys. Okay, so that's major, right? Liquidity wouldn't be flooding in if somebody didn't know something. So this is going to be a big week, guys. April 1st, today, ISM manufacturing. April 2nd, tariffs announcements. To be honest with the tariff news, right, I know it's a big deal and all that stuff, guys, and whatnot, but usually what happens, right, with news events, the first news of the general topic that comes out, right, as suddenly, unexpectedly, is where the biggest effect takes place, right? Then down the line, if the news keeps repeating, guys, the effect of that news gets less and less and less, right? So will it even affect the markets too much? Probably not. Hopefully not. April 3rd, initial jobless claims. April 4th, Powell speech. And then April 4th, U.S. unemployment data. This week is going to get very volatile, guys, right? If economic data comes in favor, the market could see a rally, right? So hopefully this week thus foreshadow that this month will be good, guys, right? Will be good for the markets, because last month definitely wasn't. Q1 was disappointing overall, with Bitcoin returning minus 11.82% and Ethereum minus 45%, guys. Q2 is historically a good month, with average Bitcoin returns plus 24% and Ethereum plus 60%. Do you think we'll bounce or dump further? This is very beautiful, a beautiful metric to look at, guys, right? Remember, fear is at an all-time high right now for the markets, okay? Fear is at an all-time high. So Q1, Bitcoin quarterly returns. Q1 just ended, guys, right? So today is the start of Q2, the next quarter. Q1 for 2025, bad, right? It's Q2 has already started off green. Look at that, right? So could it keep up this pace? That's a real question. Q2 in the previous years for Bitcoin, guys, was historically a good month, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. out of all this, so more than not, guys, it seems like this quarter will be good for crypto, right? Because Bitcoin goes up, everything else goes up with it. Now for Ethereum, Q1 horrendous. That's diabolical. What? Really? I can't even believe it. But for Q2, look what happened to ETH. Literally all green, right? Literally all green, guys, which means Ethereum will probably have a huge spike up if it follows history, right? From Raoul Pal, the waiting game is almost over. The 10-week lead is my preferred, but what do we see here? Global M2, and we see Bitcoin, right? With the colored line, guys. Bitcoin's following M2, right? And then if it does keep following it, well, that's what comes up next, guys, right? Basically, we're going to go to previous all-time highs. Okay? If not, actually, no, new all-time highs. It shows new all-time highs for Bitcoin, guys, here soon, relatively soon, right? So that's a bullish sign. Bitcoin monthly candle has officially closed, guys, and is holding major support. 1, 2, 3, right? Look how many times it was resistance, guys. The 1, 2, 3. This is on the monthly candle. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 months straight resistance. Just one pure line, right? Then it broke out. It came back down to retest it as what's support. What comes next, right? That. If the charts, if the support does hold. Don't forget about XRP, because highest quarterly close in history for XRP. XRP, that's one hell of a Q1 candle, right? Okay, so there's a couple things to talk about this chart, guys. Okay, there are some good signs and some bad signs from what I'm seeing, just from price action alone. Indicators could be bullish though. Though I'm not seeing no indicators on this chart right now. Resistance broke out, came back down, holding as support. Very bullish, just like Bitcoin. Okay, the only issue here I'm having is on the 3 monthly charts, guys. Right, that's like 6 months of what? Pure or multiple months of pure selling, because of it has wicks. That's an issue, right? Which means selling pressure. There's a wick down here, buying pressure, but it's not as large as the selling pressure up here. Last time it happened like this, look what came down, or look what came up next, right? So what we need to see for this 3 monthly candle, guys, is basically this, right? The body needs to close all the way up, which will be very insane. From CoinsKit, XRP looks like it's rejecting off the resistance off the weekly CoinsKit ribbon and wants to drop lower, right? So this is inverse. So if it drops lower, which means XRP's price is going to go higher. Resistance, or support, right? Whichever way you see it. Support, resistance right here, and then boom. Could it be? We'll see. It all depends on Bitcoin. But from Credible Crypto says total market cap chart looks pretty damn good. Would imply some significant relief across the board soon, right? Which tells us, hey, that we see a triple tap, right? A triple tap as Credible Crypto. I don't know, but he did say before, if I'm not mistaken, that usually this is like a bottom, guys, right? With the triple tap. So in reverse, I guess it will be like this, right? But this is happening at the bottom, right? Which means it's bullish, guys. We should see some relief, but hopefully that's the bottom. We'll see though, right? Retail revolution. Do not mess this up, guys. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I already did, right, with my bags. So don't let it be you. Listen to what Raoul Pal has to say.
You've got an ability to create enormous wealth on a distributed basis to all sorts of people who are not included. You know, my personal view is this industry goes from a $2.5 trillion industry today and probably hits about 100 trillion by about 2032 or so. That's just extrapolating the normal adoption curve, not doing anything crazy. That growth from 2.5 trillion to 100 trillion would be the fastest, largest accumulation of wealth in all human history. But for once, it's in the hands of the many. This was a retail revolution. The retail front-ran the institutions.
Exactly, guys. And the CEO of Binance is agreeing with him that retail, you and I, the poor people, or the average Joes, right, compared to whoever is in control, we are our status of money, guys, right? It's literally nothing to them. But what they're saying is, finally, power is given back to the people, okay? And now it's for them. It's for us, for our turn to become wealthy, guys, right? And the path we will take is through this industry. They're both agreeing on it. That's all we need to know.
So people have this once in a lifetime chance where they invest in this infrastructure layer of the internet and have an ownership of it. And that is incredibly egalitarian and democratic in ways that the financial system has not been.
Yes. As you so elegantly put it, right? This is the only asset class where the retail has front run the institution. All the asset class.
Wow, the only asset class that you and I bought before banks and major institutions. The only asset class in history, unless you got lucky.
It's the institution that adopted and then try to sell it to the retail, right? So this is a fascinating industry to watch. And I've seen crypto, I mean, I've traveled the world quite extensively. I've seen crypto changes the life of so many people and so many people to come. And that is part of the excitement for me as well.
Right? It seems like they're not bad people, guys, right? The space isn't a bad thing at all. It actually seems pretty positive, right, if you ask me. Now, what did happen today? Binance halts USDT spot trading in Europe to comply with MiCA rules, but users can still trade in perpetual contracts, guys, right? So one bites the dust. Now, what's going to take in charge other stablecoins, right? But this is, I guess it depends on how you see this. Not a bad thing, guys. It's just that the money will rotate. Probably still be in the market, especially if FOMO returns, such from income sharks. Again, a relief bounce could be imminent, right? Then at that point, we'll see, is it going to make a higher low or go down, right? So that's going to be a crossroads. For now, hopefully we see a relief bounce minimum. But things are looking hopefully good, guys, right? There are external news brewing, but let's pray it's nothing bad. Not financial advice. But anyways, that's what face amazing. See ya.